Welcome back. I'm going to have another look at an Everyman crossword today. As usual, the link is in the description. Have a go yourself. Let me know how you get on. Right, I always start with the short ones, they're normally easier. Alpha male, old and cold, sent upstairs for deep sleep. I think that's coma. A for alpha, M for male, O for old, C for cold. Those are all valid crossword abbreviations anyway. Sent upstairs because it's a down clue means put them backwards, and a coma is a deep sleep. Not easy. What's reverse of acceptable, feasible? 2-2. It's probably not yo-yo, is it? Chap, man. One drying and cutting fingernails, etc. Yeah, manicuring. Man is chap, one is I, Roman numerals. Drying, curing, like you do with meat. Cutting fingernails, etc. is the whole thing, manicuring, yeah. What's reverse acceptable, feasible? Well, there's only one word I know of that begins with N that's 2 letters long. So this would be no. Yes, acceptable and feasible are both definitions of the word on. And so reverse, we're putting that backwards, we get no, and the whole thing is the definition. That's a very clever clue, isn't it? In creche, not half. Well, that looks like in and then CRE, doesn't it? So that's only half of the word creche. Furious. Mental, does that mean furious? And incremental is getting up gradually. Could be, come back to that. Cockneys flung those things in Wessex. Cockney normally means take the H off of the front of something to reflect the stereotypical Cockney accent. Don't know. Things in Wessex. Wessex is an old part of England, an old kingdom in England. What fir cone might become? Ah, that's a good one. That's just an anagram of fir cone, and the whole thing again is the definition, so very clever. Secret kind of trick. Confidence. That's a type of trick, isn't it? And if you take someone into your confidence, you're sharing a secret with them, I think. Cockneys flung those things in Wessex. Don't know that one. Sumptuous drunkard. Probably a double definition. 6 women accepting European opinion. 6 is VI. Women is W. Accepting E for European, as in European Union. And a view is an opinion. Stratospheric or uncertain. It's a double definition again, up in the air. It can mean literally up in the air in the stratosphere, or it's a phrase that means uncertain. Expression of pain in difficult post-novel. Is Post a novelist? I can't say I've heard of him or her. Expression of pain will be ow. Difficult. Oh yes, difficult is hard. So we put the ow inside hard and we get Howard's End. That's a novel, isn't it? Let me know in the comments who wrote it. Yeah, post is send. So it's ow inside hard send, Howard's End. Sumptuous drunkard. Well, sumptuous is lush. That must mean drunkard as well. Not sure I've heard of that. Coldest moment. Shivering, waited for end. That's a very bleak surface. Something of something. Dead of winter. That's the coldest moment of the year. Let's write it in and have a look. Quite topical at the time I'm recording this. Oh yeah, it's just an anagram of waited for end, isn't it? Shivering is the anagram indicator. I meet parent, that's agitated, passionate. So that looks like an anagram of I meet parent. She's the helper. Intemperate or something like that. Intemperate, is that a word? Intemperate. Let's go with that for now. Beasts, river creatures with web feet. Creatures Oh, it's beasts as in beastly. A beastly person could be a rotter. Very old-fashioned, but crosswords are catching up to the 21st century. River is R, it's a common abbreviation, and the creatures with web feet are otters. Put that together, rotters. Zimbabwean, Angolan, Malawian, Botswanan included among neighbours primarily. There seems to be one of these in Everyman crossword, doesn't there? So primarily means take the first letters of all of these words and you get the word Zambian, which is also described by the whole thing, sort of, and that's what the crossword means. It's a sort of a definition. So Zambian, so this begins with Z. It's getting hard to support Eastern religions' highest states. I would have said Nirvanas if we didn't have the Z. Everyman regularly finding oneness in hostelries. Everyman is the setter of this crossword, so that could be I or me. Yeah, it's I, it's ins. So everyman is I, that's the setter talking about him or herself in the first person. Regularly finding oneness is saying take every alternate letter of oneness, that's NNS. Put that with the I, ins, hostelries. Some modest verses. Odes are a type of poem, and that's some of the word modest. So literally some of modest, ODS, verses. Calm sun acquired new skills going round. Acquired new skills could be learned. Learned around. Not sure. Has another think about. Oh, Spooner. Women who see the future. Don't know, we need some letters for that one, definitely. Amen, bus turned up. Source of joy. Sub. Bus turned up could be subject, subtext. I don't know. Yeah, Cassia. Massaged a soul singer. Well, that's obviously an anagram of yeah, Cassia. Can't think of what it is at the minute. Perhaps Man United expressed exasperation audibly. Side. So perhaps Manu are an example of a football team, a side, and expressed exasperation, SIGHED, side. Sounds the same, and that's what audibly means. It means this sounds the same as this. I mean, it's obvious from the letters which one is the correct answer here. Hitherto, one hairy beast. Hitherto is yet. One, again, Roman numerals. Hairy beast is a yeti. In France, an old sins admitted, sold short. It's going to end in ED, isn't it? Sold short. No idea. A little wheeler dealer's tediously given a warning. Alerted. A could be A, L for little. Given a warning, alerted. Don't know why the rest of it would be that though. This may begin with D. Exhaust in deep felt dancing skipping foxtrot. Yeah, it's deplete. That is an anagram of deep felt without foxtrot. F. The NATO phonetic alphabet. If you're getting into crosswords, you must learn the NATO phonetic alphabet, by the way. Roman numerals as well. So yeah, and deplete is to exhaust, like a supply of something is depleted, is exhaust. Learned still looks good here. What was this one? Top hardliner radical who wrote The Birthday Party. I don't know what that is. Is it a play? A book? I don't know many playwrights, but I do know one that fits the gap nicely, and I think it's an anagram of this. Yeah. So radical is saying take an anagram of this, top hardliner, and we get a playwright who presumably wrote this play, or novel, or whatever it is. It's Harold Pinter. He comes up quite often in crosswords because I think the word Pinter is useful in some contexts. What is this? It's getting hard to support Eastern religions' highest states. Oh, Zen, that's a religious thing, isn't it? Oh, I see. Zeniths. Highest states, zeniths. The top part of something is its zenith. It's so it's its, and then getting hard, H like an HB pencil. And that's supporting the Zen, the Eastern religion. Zeniths. So yeah, not easy. Oh, look at these two long ones. Calm, Sun acquired new skills going around. Calm. Acquired new skills. Trained. Oh, it is trained, I think. Restrained, I think, is the answer. Let's have a look. RES, trained. Acquired new skills, trained. Sun is S. Oh, acquired new skills is retrained. So Sun has got acquired new skills going around it. S for Sun, very common in crosswords. And the whole thing is restrained, of course. Right, oh no. Spoonerisms, tricky. Has another think about. It's got to begin with re. Reassesses? Oh, it is reassesses. No way. Spooner was an English vicar, I want to say Victorian, perhaps, the Reverend Spooner, and he was famous because he would mix around the syllables of words and phrases and end up saying ridiculous things. It's probably mostly apocryphal, the things he was supposed to have said, but in this case, it's women who see the future are seeresses, and Spooner would swap the R and the S sound and make reassesses from that. So that is really difficult. Well done if you got that. Yeah, so if you have a Google of Reverend Spooner, you'll see some great examples. Hayes, so Isaac Hayes, I've heard of him. So that's just an anagram of Yer Cassio, and he's a soul singer. This does look like alerted then. Let's have a look. A-L, a little. Wheeler dealer. Oh, it's not that at all. Ugh, I always miss these, always. It's saying a little of the phrase wheeler dealer tediously. And it is, it's just hidden here, like A-L-E-R-T-E-D. And that's given a warning. So that's just hidden inside the phrase. Amen bus turned up. Sub. Don't know. In France, an. That could be un or une. Not une. Un. Sold short. In France, an. Un. Under something. Underrated. That's sold short, I suppose, isn't it? Underrated. In France, an is un. Old sins admitted. Don't get that at all. And old sins admitted. In France, an. Maybe that's wrong. Oh, so it's not sub. Amen. Is it just an anagram of amen bus? Oh, by the way, when you have dots like this that look like they lead on from the last clue, just ignore that. It's almost never anything to do with each other. So if it's an anagram of amen bus, sun something? Beam? Sun beam? Is that a source of joy? Could be. Let's go with that. Cockneys flung those things in Wessex. Yeah. Earldom? Oh, earldom. I think that's what it is. So a Cockney might say, flung those things, hurled them. But in a Cockney accent it might be earldom. And earldoms, there must be things in Wessex, I suppose. Wessex, was it divided into earldoms? It must have been. Something like that. Right, so not bad, 15 minutes. Let's just check that's all correct. No. Not incremental? Let's check that in case I put the wrong letter in. Yeah, I must have mistyped something. Sorry about that. I'm sure you all noticed. I didn't. So there we go. Let me know how you get on. That's quite a quick one today. If you enjoy crossword stuffs, there's a link on the screen now for another one, and click the subscribe button for many more of these. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.